Welcome, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our Early Learning Live. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about music, and we're actually going to be able to create our own instruments as well. So if you have this book, please follow along. Today, we are going to be reading Violet's Music by Angela Johnson, illustrated by Laura Haliska-Bith. You can already see a little bit of Violet. When Violet was a baby, just a few hours old, she banged her rattle against the crib, hoping others in the nursery would join in. Boom, shake, beat, shake. All day long, Violet played that rattle. Can you see Violet playing the rattle? Could she find other babies to play along? No, she couldn't, but she'd keep looking. Violet played her music all alone. On Violet's second birthday, Aunt Bertha brought gifts and a box full of paper, crayons, glitter, and glue to make horns that would wail. Violet tooted from the morning till that night. Wah-woo-woo, all day long. Can you see what she made? She's got those little paper tubes. Looks like Violet upcycled her tube. She tried to get everyone to toot with her all day. Wow, woo, woo. Oh yeah, Violet blew that horn. Could she get her family to play with her? No, she couldn't, but she could keep on looking. Violet blew her horn all alone. Looks like she's not entirely alone. She's got some animal friends there to help her out. Violet wondered in kindergarten if there were other kids like her who dreamed of music, thought of music all day long. But she found that some likes to paint, some likes to paste, others like to play in the sandbox, and still others just like to stand around eating paste. No one wanted to play music all day long. Can you see Violet? Does it look like she's playing her instruments? Yeah, she's got a triangle right over here. There's also that kid eating paste. I don't recommend doing that. I don't think that's a great idea. One day at the beach, Violet played with a badminton racket, a pretend guitar, hoping someone would join in. Plink, plink, pluck, pluck. Violet played guitar. Could she find a fellow guitarist buried in the sand? No, she couldn't, but she'd keep looking. Violet played her guitar all alone. Do you know what badminton is? It's that sport that those people are playing in the background. And it looks like she has one of those mitts or those bats, and she's plinking along the strings. With Violet, you see, it was music all the time. Breakfast time, dinner time, bath time, and all times in between. What kind of music do you think Violet's making here? She has some spoons. Over here, she's clinking a glass. Looks like she's singing along in the tub. She might be snapping her fingers over here. She's looking for music in all the ordinary places. Whenever she walked down the street or hid behind the market's vegetable bins or sat on the fire escape, Violet was always looking for kids like her. Could she find them at the zoo? Nope. At the museum? Too quiet. And forget about the dentist. But she'd keep looking. Violet and her music, always looking. Until one day, a few summers later, Violet was playing her guitar, a real one now, in the park. Twang, twang, yeah, yeah, twang, twang, yeah. When over by the fountain, someone started beating a drum. See that person playing the drum over there? Can we also see Violet playing her guitar? Yeah, she's right over there in that top corner. Then behind the jungle gym, a saxophone blew real smooth. And over beside in the flower garden, someone started to sing. So you can see Violet up here. We've got the person on the drums, got a cool saxophone, nice brass instrument, and then that singer over by like a pergola. Now, Angel, Randy, and Juan are in Violet's band. And if you ask any of them whether they thought they'd find each other, they'll say, oh yeah, we did. We knew we would. Because when we were in the nursery, then we're two, and later in kindergarten and at the beach, we kept on looking for kids playing music too. So there were other kids like Violet who were looking to see if there was anyone else playing music just like them. And then they found each other. Shake, twang, plink, pluck, wah, woo. Yeah. So that was Violet's music. That's a really nice story about finding someone who has common interests as you, and Violet's interest in this case was music. So today what we're going to do is we are going to create our own musical instruments. Does anybody know what these instruments are? These are maracas. So you might also want to call one a rattle. That's kind of what Violet had in the beginning, right? She would shake around her rattle. And we're going to make our own using some things that you may have at home after this past holiday weekend. We've got some Easter eggs here. So you can either use some spoons to make it like one of these maracas where you have a handle, or you can just tape it together and hold it like that to create a little egg. So I'm going to use this little Easter egg. And then for my insides, I have some beans. So you may have some dried beans at home. You may also have some rice that you can be using for this as well. And I'm just going to add a couple. And we're going to see what kind of noise that makes right away to see if I like that sound. Give it a good little shake. Listen to it. I think I want a more full sound, so I'm going to add just a little bit more beans. We're going to see what happens. Is it going to get more quiet? Is it going to get louder? What do you think? And you can do this at home too. You can make a couple eggs if you're allowed to. You can kind of see if your egg gets louder or more quiet. Oh yeah, I think I like that sound a bit more. Can you hear that? So you can make your own, and then I have some tape here. I'm just going to tape up the edge so that way my beans don't fall out every time I decide to play some music. Just a little bit of washi tape, but you can probably use whatever kind of tape you have at home. There we go. And once that's all sealed up, I've got some scissors right over here that I'm going to snip off the very edge. You may need an adult's help with that. But see, now I have my own. And when you make your own at home too, some questions that you can be asking are, how many beans do I want? If you have several eggs at home that you can do this with, you can say, do I want more or do I want less? Which one has a higher pitched sound? Which one has a lower pitched sound? Which one is going to sound really loud when you shake it? What's going to sound more quiet? And you can also use different materials. So like I said, I have beans, but you can use rice. You can use beads at home if you happen to have those. If you want to use some spoons to tape on there, you can either use these plastic spoons. You can upcycle or recycle those after you've reused them. You can kind of use them for something like this. Does that make a different sound, having something to hold it with versus just shaking it with your hands? These are all really good questions to ask that can help you get more from your musical instrument day. Well, thank you so much for watching this early learning live with me. We do this every morning at 9:30 from Monday through Saturday. And then we also do some 1 p.m. demos as well. So if you like, definitely check us out later for that too. We've also started adding challenges to our Instagram. So if you want, check us out at AZ Science on Instagram. And then we're doing some challenge videos there. The first one is to make your own fort. And if you like other resources like this one, please check out our website at azscience.org. There will be a write-up for this activity and also the others that we've done for our early learning lives on that website as well. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.